students. Here we are going to discussing about the vulnerability atlas of India. This comes under the module 5 of disaster management. So let's see what you meant by the vulnerability. Vulnerability is basically is the inability of an individual, group, society or a nation to deal with disaster effectively. So there are certain factors which affecting the vulnerability, which include the economic, social, political, etc. And if you take different type of vulnerabilities, which include physical or material vulnerability. So this physical or material vulnerability means people living in unsafe areas or unsafe buildings in earthquake prone areas. They are physically vulnerable. So such kind of vulnerabilities are called physical vulnerabilities. And economical vulnerabilities means people without any financial support or material resources. They are very handicapped economically, and such uh, peoples are more vulnerable than the rich people, and such kind of vulnerabilities are called economical vulnerability. And ecological vulnerability means the communities or people which are unprotected from the ongoing ecological degradation are called ecological vulnerabilities. And social vulnerabilities means the people without any social connectivity or support, they are socially vulnerable. And organizational vulnerability means communities without any capacity and organizational support are called organizational vulnerable. And communicational vulnerability means communities without access to the information as well as the telecommunication facilities. They are suffer from the communicational vulnerabilities. And attitudinal vulnerability means the communities without any behavioral training, education, awareness. These include the communicational attitudinal vulnerability. And political vulnerability means the location without any political patronage suffers from political vulnerability. Now we are moving into the vulnerability atlas of India. These are the different maps that I have included in this session. The first one is the earthquake hazard map. So in this earthquake hazard map, the entire India has been classified into four different earthquake zones, and here you can see the four different colors. Here the red color indicating the zone 5, which representing very high damage or very high risk zone. And this this orangish color which representing the zone 4, which is having the high damage zones. And the area which are having this yellow color, which light yellow color, which representing the zone 3, which are indicating the zone 3 of moderate damage. And this very light or lightish cream color representing the zones having a very low damage. So this earthquake hazard map is representing different zones which are having different kind of risks. Next is our wind hazard map. This wind hazard map is given here. So here you can see the bluish color. This dark bluish color representing the very high wind velocity, and this light bluish color is representing the wind velocity less than this bluish color, and this very light bluish color which representing the wind velocity less than this bluish color, and this light white color is representing wind velocity less than that of this bluish color, and the very white colors which representing very low wind velocity. So here you can see which are the areas are having the part of Jammu and northeast areas which are having the high wind velocity almost 55 meter per second, and this bluish color is having a light bluish color less than this bluish color, representing almost 50 meter per seconds of wind velocity, and this light bluish tint representing the wind velocity almost 47 meter per second, and this very light color representing almost 44 meter per seconds of wind velocity. So here wherever the regions having high wind velocity is causing higher damage by means of this winds. So this is the combined map of wind and cyclone hazard map. Here you can see the very bluish color which representing very high damage risk zone. Here you can see the wind velocity is greater than 55 meter per second. And this bluish color, this light this kind of, and here the Gujarat, this regions, is representing very high damage risks on in terms of wind as well as the cyclones. And this bluish color near Rajasthan and this part of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, which representing the high damage zones. Here the wind velocity is almost 47 meter per second, and this light greenish tint representing the moderate damage zones near Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, all these regions. And this very light color that is representing low damage risk zones having wind velocity less than 33 meter per second. These are coming under this Karnataka regions. And this map is representing the potential tsunamogenic zones. So around India and in the Indian Ocean, you can see these stars which representing the historical earthquakes near the Java, Sumatra regions and other regions. And these rounded regions as well as here this rounded regions is representing the potential tsunamogenic zones. So these areas are prone to the um, tsunamis, more prone to these tsunamis. Near in Indian coast near the Kanyakumari, there is an expected high uh, is considered as an expected high levels of sea waves and thunderstorm. This is the thunderstorm incidence map. Here you can see the bigger uh, brown color dots. This bigger brown color dots near this Jammu and near this Uttarakhand regions and near this particular West Bengal regions. This darker brown color is representing the regions where having the higher number of thunderstorms. As the size of this color, this brown color dots decreases, like regions like this part of this Maharashtra and Rajasthan, you can see the size of this brown color dots are lesser, and those regions are having the less number of thunderstorms. And this is the map representing the landslide incidence map. Here you can see this brownish color dots or shades which representing the areas having the higher number of landslides near this Uttarakhand and parts of Jammu and these regions, and the parts of northeast Sikkim regions and this Kerala as well as the Kongan region. All these regions are having the are the regions having the higher number of or higher chance of landslides. And this map is representing the flood hazard map. Here you can see this brownish color, these areas, all these lines representing drainage. So wherever you can see the drainages are there, higher drainage systems are there, and all those bigger drainage systems are associated, or all those areas which are having the higher drainage systems are associated with the floods. Here you can see near West Bengal and these all these regions, northeastern regions, as well as near Kerala also and near Gujarat, all these regions you can see the flood. These are the regions having the chances of flood due to during the higher rainfall rates during periods of high rainfall rates. And this is the map which representing the drought prone areas during in the districts of India. So these areas like near Rajasthan, Gujarat, and parts of Maharashtra, Karnataka, parts of Tamil Nadu, all these areas are considered, as well as parts of this West Bengal and near Jharkhand. All these areas representing the drought prone areas. So these are some references. Thank you.